everybody. So, back in 2014, Big Sean released his most successful song to date featuring E40 called I Don't F With You. It reached number 11 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart, and many believe that this was a diss song towards his ex-fiancée, Naya Rivera. The two started dating back in 2013, but later called off their engagement in April of 2014. For years, fans believed that this was a diss to Naya. I think even Naya believed it was a diss to her because she decided to perform it on a show that she was on. So, of course, we all know that Naya Rivera tragically passed away back in July of this year. Many celebs posted tributes to the late actor, including Big Sean. Now, Big Sean is releasing his Detroit 2 album on Friday, September the 4th. So today he sat down to an interview with Vulture. And during the interview, Naya Rivera somehow came up and he stated that the song I Don't F With You was not a diss to Naya Rivera. He says, I don't feel comfortable talking about it because I want to respect her. He confesses, she made such an impact on people and she's done so many great things in her life and her career that it was hurtful to even have that song be associated with her. It wasn't a diss to her. I truly made the song and played it for her. She knew about it and she liked it. We had a breakup that was very public and we were young and we forgave each other and moved on from that. If I would have known something this tragic would have happened, I would have never made the song. You know, I'm sure that Big Sean, he feels very, 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 sorry for making the song. A lot of fans, a lot of people, since he's came out and said that the song was not intended for Naya Rivera, a lot of people came out and were like, but you even said that the song was towards Naya Rivera. Now you're trying to change it. I don't know about that, but all I gotta say is, I'm pretty sure that he's sorry. Of course, he had no idea that something tragic would happen to Naya Rivera. And I'm pretty sure he just doesn't want that song because it's one of his biggest songs, and he's coming out with a new album. Of course, he's gonna want to tour and he's gonna want to perform that song, and that song is just tainted now, like when people are gonna hear it, they're gonna think about her, and I'm pretty sure he just wants to wipe away all that, taintness by saying, okay, the song was not about her, but it is what it is, If he decides to still perform this song during tours or whatever, that's on him. But all I gotta say is, you can't really make people not think about Naya Rivera when they hear about that song, you know what I'm saying? Because allegedly, Big Sean said that the song was about her in the past. Naya Rivera performed the song, and that's what everybody just always thought, that the song was a diss towards her. So I don't know what he's gonna do, if he's gonna still perform this song or if he's gonna just hang that song up and just never perform it again. But I do believe that he's sorry. Of course, we all know that we tragically lost Chadwick Boseman back on the 28th of August to colon cancer. It took me a while to talk about this because it was so sudden. Nobody knew that Chadwick Boseman was battling with this. He did such a great job with keeping this under wraps, with keeping, his business to himself. And let's just be honest, that just shows what kind of man he is, because manly men, they don't like talking about their illnesses or when they feel weak or whatever. And I'm pretty sure he didn't want people on movie sets, he didn't even want his fans to look at him and see what he was going through. He wanted people to look at him and see him for the king that he was. So of course, we all know that a few months ago of this year, he did a video talking about something, and everybody started questioning him, what's wrong with him. He lost so much weight to the point that the man had to delete the videos and pictures off of his social media. And now we know that he has colon cancer, that he had colon cancer. So I'm pretty sure everybody, they're feeling like really sorry. And I'm pretty sure everybody can learn a lesson, including this guy that acted with Chadwick Boseman back on the set of The Five Bloods.
With a little bit of regret that I probably wasn't the the most altruistic in that environment. But hindsight teaches us a lot of things. And what I'm addressing is basically my wife asked what Chadwick was like, and I was really excited to work with him. I said, well, I think he's a little bit precious, and she said, why? I said, because he's surrounded by people who are fawning over him. He's got a Chinese the practitioner who's massaging his back when he walks off set. He's got a makeup lady who's massaging his feet. His girlfriend is there holding his hand. And I'm thinking, well, maybe the Black Panther thing went to his head. But now I have to, I regret even having those thoughts because they were really looking after him.
Oh.
Nobody knew. You didn't know. Nobody knew he had colon cancer. And of course,
like I said, I'm sure that, he feels sorry. He didn't know that, Chadwick Boseman had colon cancer. No one knew. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like when it comes to Chadwick Boseman's, situation, how, people were so quick to judge him when they saw he lost mad weight. And, even down to this guy, when he, seeing him having so many people on set massaging him and things like that. And even when it comes down to Big Sean's situation, when it comes to, supposedly making a diss track about Naya Rivera, back in the day, and now the diss track is tainted because something, tragic has happened to her. I feel like all of this has taught us a lesson. First and foremost, Chadwick Boseman's passing has taught us a lesson in itself, with him just knowing that, the man had colon cancer and he was still on set, he was still working. He didn't talk about his illness. He didn't want nobody feeling sorry for him. He still got up, he still went, he still achieved his dream. He absolutely made no kind of excuses. And I feel like all of us, viewers and all can learn from that. You might be going through something, and it's this thing that you want to do, but you don't want to do it because you can't do it because of this, because of that. And very well, you can do it. After learning about Chadwick Boseman and what he had to go through and all that he still accomplished, is absolutely no excuse why any of us can't do the things that our heart desires. Is no excuse at all. So that's one lesson that I got from Chadwick Boseman's passing. But another lesson that I got is from Chadwick Boseman's passing is you never know what people are going through. People were so quick to sit there and judge him for his weight loss and things, and had no idea what this man was fighting behind closed doors. And that's with anybody you witness, no matter if you're in Walmart, no matter where you are. I see people all the time like taking pictures of people, posting it on Snapchat or on Facebook, and laughing about it or whatever. But in reality, you have no idea what people are going through in their real lives. And you don't want to sit here and get karma and you have no idea why. And it's because you made fun of a person that you don't even know, and they were battling something that you had no idea about. It's very wise to, hold your comments, especially like when it comes to people's appearances and things like that. Don't be so quick to judge people. And when it comes to Big Sean and Naya Rivera, that whole situation, couples break up all the time and make diss tracks towards each other or love songs towards each other or whatever. No one knows the future. Big Sean had no idea what was going to happen to Naya Rivera, 6 years from when he dropped the song. He had no idea. but at the end of the day, like, I still would feel funny seeing him perform that song on stage. I know he's saying like the song isn't towards her, but just the fact that he never came out back then when she was alive and said that the song wasn't towards her, like the song was out for like 6 years, and you know, he just let everybody think whatever they wanted to, and now that she's gone and now he's trying to change the narrative, it's just, I don't know, it just, in my mind, like, and I'm pretty sure in a lot of people's minds, like, we can't help but to still associate that song with Naya Rivera. So, you know, I can't wait to see, you know, what his tour is going to look like, what his concerts is going to look like, is if he's still going to perform that song or not. But people, you know, people that are watching this, please be mindful of how you treat people. Please be mindful of judging people, you know, and making fun of people, and because you have no idea what people are battling in their real lives, and you don't want to be in a situation where something tragic happens to the person is gone suddenly, and now you're finding out what this person is really battling, and now you can't say sorry, or you're feeling bad for your actions. You know, just be mindful of how you treat people. That's all I have to say, you guys. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments, whether you agree with me or not, okay? Peace.